Good evening. It is Wednesday, December 13th, 2023. Welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board meeting. This will be the last voting meeting for the year, the last meeting altogether. If anybody's around Town Hall, you can stop and see our Christmas tree and our decorations. Mahopac Flower Shop. Michael did a great job. Thank you, Ann Pescarello, for coordinating that. I call this meeting to order, and if everyone would please stand, face the flag. Councilman Schanil will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a minute to remember all those fighting for our safety in the military and all our first responders at home. Thank you.
If our town clerk-elect, Alice Daly, would please do the roll call.
Councilman Baranowski. Councilman Lombardi.
Here.
Councilwoman McDonough. Here. Councilman Schanil.
Here.
Supervisor Cazzari.
Here. So, Councilman Baranowski gave me a letter to read to his colleagues and the residents. So this is from Stephen Baranowski, Town Council. Dear colleagues and residents, I have some important personal news to announce. I have asked Supervisor Cazzari to read my statement at tonight's Town Board meeting. I recently made a final decision to resign my position as Town Councilman to focus on my health and to help take care of a family member with dementia. My decision is effective immediately. I had been wrestling with this decision for some time, and it has been a very difficult one. With all the challenges and issues we face as adults, it is important to always put our families and our health first. This sometimes forces us to make difficult decisions as regards our priorities. It has been a pleasure serving the people of the town of Carmel the last few years, and I am grateful for all the support you have given me. I am very confident that my colleagues will continue to move the town forward. Thank you, Stephen Baranowski, December 13th, 2023. Stephen will be missed. Thank you for your service in the military and with the board. Now moving to public comments. 5 minutes. Anybody, resident, business, would like to speak? Okay. Seems how there are no public comments. The board met in executive session at 6:30 with Kieran Boyle from Brown & Brown Insurance to discuss our workers' compensation proposal contractual issue. First up, we have a public hearing. The first
Supervisor,
public.
I move to waive the reading.
Second on, all those in favor?
Aye.
The first public hearing is to hear objections to assessment rolls for the operation and maintenance of the improvement of the garbage, sewer, and water districts for fiscal year 2024. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So I see no one had signed up on the sign-up sheet for this public hearing, but if there's anyone that would like to speak on the public hearing. Okay, seems how there's no one wants to speak on the public hearing. Can I get a motion to close the public
So
hearing?
moved.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The public hearing is closed. Our second public hearing is in connection with the fire protection contracts and ambulance district contracts for 2024. If there is no objections, we will waive the reading of this.
So moved.
Second.
All right, so can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Vote the motion to waive it. I got a motion, a second to waive it.
All in favor of waiving the Aye?
Aye.
All right, so everyone agrees.
So technical.
So, yeah, he's so technical. So how about,
Motion open it now.
yeah, motion to open it,
So moved.
Second.
and seconded by McDonough, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So if anybody from the fire department would like to get up, or anybody wants to complain,
Seeing no one there to speak.
yeah, seeing
I
as how
move
no
to-
one wants to comment on the second public hearing, can I get a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Wow, we moved through that so quick. So I want to thank Michael Simone, our highway superintendent over 26 years, for his service to the town. He will be out of office December 31st. And also I want to thank Ann Spofford, our town clerk, 27 years with the town. Thank you, Ann, for your service. Also, I have here this.
Oh,
Robert Schanil.
thank you.
So we have a plaque acknowledging Robert Schanil for his 4 years of dedicated public service as deputy supervisor and town councilman. Robert, you have a few words you want to say?
Absolutely, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor and the fellow council members. I really appreciate it. I appreciate this moment, and I more so appreciate your friendship and all the time I spent together working here at the town. I just had something I put together. I don't want to forget anything, so bear with me a minute. I just have a few words to say. Good evening, and thank you all for being here tonight. I would like to take a moment to reflect on the last 4 years of as your town councilman and more recently deputy supervisor. I would like to thank you all for all the strong support, encouragement, and enthusiasm you have given me. I would also like to thank the town board for all their support. I've been blessed to have worked with a fine group of people and appreciate the 2 supervisors I have served under. Both having their own unique and individual leadership styles, I have learned a lot. From the time I intended to run for office and throughout the last 4 years, being an elected official and servant to our community has meant the most to me. I would also like to thank this wonderful community for your support and encouragement. It has certainly been an honor to serve in this capacity. It's overwhelming how many people I have met along this wonderful journey. The people, the relationships, and friendships we have developed will be forever cherished. It would be remiss for me not to acknowledge my wife, Marlene, who is with us here tonight, and my children who couldn't make it. Thank you all for everything. The last 4 years have been a challenge for all of us. The biggest by far was the pandemic. Unfortunately, some of us have lost loved ones along the way. As we mourn our losses within our family, friends, and community, we stood together strongly, helping one another to get through it. This is what a great community is all about. Many thanks to all those who helped volunteer in our food banks, collections, and distributions. The food drive that I and Councilman Lombardi organized during the pandemic helped raise over $25,000 in food and donations and was one of the biggest and most successful in the county. These memories will last forever. I would also like to thank the members of the Carmel Civic Association, Mahopac Sports Association, Knights of Columbus, the VFW Post, volunteer fire departments, American Legion, our religious communities, Girl and Boy Scouts, and all the many civic association organizations who volunteer in our community. Also to include the Italian American Club and the Committee for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. 2 great, wonderful events and wonderful organizations that really bring our community together. Being a board member has allowed me to interact with many departments we have in our town, of which are some of the best in the county. The Highway Department, Recreation, and Police Department. Thank you for all that you do. I would also like to point out the great employees that we have here at our town hall and the fine job that they do. I'm thankful for your hard work to make our town run smoothly. I would also like especially to thank Ann Pasquarello for all the help and support she has given. I wish you all the best in your retirement, Ann. As a board member, I am proud of our accomplishments. We've maintained a AAA1 bond rating and have been fiscally responsible in managing the town-wide budget while increasing the general fund. We've navigated the town through the pandemic, keeping the citizens and our town workers safe. I would like to congratulate and welcome our newly elected town officials, Highway Superintendent-elect Mike Stern and Councilman-elect Robert Kearns. Also, congratulations on the extension of your family. Both of these newly elected officials are very young, they're vigorous, and they're grounded in our community with their families. They're going to do an excellent job, and I wish them all the best in their new positions. As my term is coming to a close, I am committed to remaining engaged and volunteering in our community through the civic organizations in which I am a member. Thank you all once again. It truly has been an enjoyable experience. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
And Ken, I said that I would recognize that former Supervisor Schmidt is here to say goodbye to his friend Robert Schapp.
Thank you, Supervisor Cazzari, and Bob, God bless.
Thank you.
You know, as you move forward, you did a great job as a town councilman in the town of Carmel, and it was my pleasure working with you for 2 years in your office when I was in office. And, you know, you should be proud of your accomplishments and everything you've done for the community. And I know the community appreciates you as well. So.
Thank you. I hope my accomplishments have made a difference, and I hope that I leave here with, leaving it at a better place as it was when I first come in. Thank you all. Thank you, Ken.
So now there's someone else that's going to be leaving shortly. 22 years. My chief of staff, Ann Pasquarello, who pretty much has been running the town for 20 years, and who I would have been lost the last 2 years without, and I don't know how she can leave me and just let me be with, right? Be up a creek without a paddle, but yeah, Susie agrees that I'll be lost. But seriously, Ann, you've been a friend, you've been a confidant, you've taught me so much. Even Joanna said today she'll miss our talks about Catholicism, and it's going to be hard, but you're going to wean me with a couple of hours here or there to go. Joanna was nice enough to get this made for you. The town of Carmel acknowledges with deep gratitude Ann Pasquarello for your 22 years of dedicated public service as chief of staff and assistant to the town board, March 26, 2001 through December 31st, 2023. And we have something for you. Hugger guy? No? Matt? Yeah, yeah. And then we'll sing Kumbaya?
Yes.
No Kumbaya. And so, our
Good evening.
beloved assemblyman from the 94th district,
This is being recorded,
Matthew
you know
Slater.
that.
Yes, beloved, our sailor. And are you representing?
Legislative District 9 tonight, Putnam County
And,
Legislator.
and
You never
Aaron
know what hat she
Crowley,
has on.
our legislator, well, my district, 9, are here.
Well, I just wanted to come by. I know it was an important night recognizing some great public servants. And so I heard from the supervisor that we're going to be recognizing the service of Councilman Schanil and, of course, Ann, 22 years. Man, that's awesome. Great job. You knew me when I was, like, here. Yeah. But so I just wanted to come by because, listen, we all know how hard it is to be a public servant sometimes. And you give yourself fully to the job, you give yourself fully to your community and the people that you are elected to represent. And I know that, Bob, you took it beyond serious. You were dedicated to this community, you are dedicated to this community for the past 4 years, and you did great things. And I know that in a lot of ways you've left a real lasting mark on the town board here. And so I just wanted to come by with an assembly citation recognizing your service here on the town board, applaud you for your public service, thank you for serving, because again, it's not easy to serve. And I really want to thank your family too, because anyone who's been in an elected office knows how much the family takes as well, and the sacrifices that our families make. And I know your wife is here tonight, and I want to thank her and your kids because it's not easy. But we do, as a community, applaud you, celebrate you, thank you for your service. Again, great job, and I hope that it's not the last time we see you in elected office either. So I just wanted to come by myself and present this to you. And Ann, like I said, 22 years, and I think the supervisor nailed it. For 22 years, you did run the town, with all due respect. But just a great job. It's been just wonderful to know you. Councilwoman McDonough knows that I was a staffer for a very, very long time in government. And I still consider myself a staffer in a lot of ways. And understanding the sacrifices that our staff makes, the dedication that our staff makes on a day-to-day basis, behind the scenes, out of the limelight, but willing to do it every single day for all the right reasons is what makes you and this entire town hall so great. And so I also just wanted to come by again because I understood that you were being recognized tonight for your 22 years of service. And so I have a citation for you as well from the New York State Assembly, but I really just wanted to give you a hug, if that's okay. Okay. Well, Mr. Supervisor, and again to our town clerk, Ann Spofford, and to our highway superintendent, Mike Simone. Mike still calls me, and he still emails me about all the issues highway superintendents are facing across New York State. He's been a great leader for the town of Carmel, but I don't think people really understand or recognize that he actually had a reach across New York State. And so he did a fantastic job advocating for CHIPS fundings, for example. That's one of the big things that he advocated for. He would come up to Albany all the time and make sure that Carmel was well represented. And I know that he's got big shoes to fill, but I know that Mr. Stern's going to be up for the challenge. And I'm looking forward to working with him as well. But Mike has done a great, great job, and I know that he's going to be missed as well. And so I have citations for him as well as Town Clerk Ann Spofford. And again, thank you for the opportunity to come and celebrate the service of all these great individuals tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Aaron, top that. Let me see.
I'm not really sure I have many words left.
No.
I get to enjoy working in the town hall almost every day with these fine people, and Ann has certainly taught me a lot. So I can only imagine how much she's taught Mike in the past 2 years. It's just like limitless.
If it's possible.
I run to you for many different things, and I'm sure everybody in this building does. You will be greatly missed. You are a huge asset. You're a friend. You are a wealth of knowledge, and we are so lucky to have had you for the past 22 years as a gift. And Kevin, better get some big shoes, buddy. Bob, what can I say about you? You've served our community as a cop and moved into being a public servant. You've put yourself out there. You've done many different things, given up weekends, holidays, even when you didn't need to after you retired. You're a selfless human being, and your family is truly owed a great deal of respect for all that you have had to go through to do these things and your accomplishments, and we hope to see you kicking around in other places serving the community. I'm sure you're not going far.
Thank you.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you so
I'll be
much for
around for a
everything.
while.
We appreciate you. And we appreciate everybody, that's up here and that continues to serve. And happy holidays.
Thank you so much. Thank you both for the time.
So can I get a motion to accept the town board minutes from November 1st and November 15th and December 6th, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough, and all those in favor? Aye. Aye. Unanimous. All right.
Pictures?
Oh, you want pictures? Oh. Want to do pictures? Go ahead. Go.
Matt, not two pictures?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go. Go take.
You dragged me into them all
Go
the
take
time.
pictures. Go. Bring your thingy. A brief pause for photos. Sorry. Jake Talbert for making you sit through.
Sorry, man. You stay there. Listen, Matt's got more than I do. I sent you one last night. Congratulations. I sent you. I didn't put it up there. No, I got a picture.
You're elected.
Okay, back to business.
So our first resolution, do you want to speak first?
Yeah.
Police Chief Anthony Hoffman, would you please come forward and speak about Jake Talbert?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, members of the board. Before I get started, I'd also like to acknowledge and thank Councilman Schanil and Chief of Staff Ann Pasquarello, not only personally for the help that you've given me in my career, but also on behalf of the police department. And I can speak for all of us downstairs. Thank you for your service, and you'll both be greatly missed. So thank you. Moving on, for your consideration tonight, we have a candidate for the position of police officer, Mr. Jake Talbert. He's a 2012 graduate of Mahopac High School, and he has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from SUNY Oneonta. Jake began his criminal justice career in 2018 with the New York City Department of Correction and served as a corrections officer on Rikers Island. And in 2021, he came back home, joining the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, also as a corrections officer at the Putnam County Jail. As a corrections officer, Jake will have to attend the Westchester County Police Academy for their basic police officer course, which starts in early January and runs until about Memorial Day. So we hope to have him out on the road, at least in field training, on patrol for the summertime. So in your role as the Board of Police Commissioners, I respectfully request that we appoint Mr. Jake Talbert of Mahopac to the position of police officer with the Town of Carmel Police Department. Thank you.
Well done, as always.
Thanks, sir.
So the first resolution, making probationary appointment of police officer, Town of Carmel Police Department. Councilman Lombardi, would you like to read that?
Sure. Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of the Police Department, hereby appoints Jake Talbert to the position of police officer effective January 1, 2024, on a probationary basis, subject to provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough and Channel. Roll call, please.
Councilman Lombardi?
With pleasure.
Councilwoman McDonough?
With pleasure.
Councilman Schanil?
With pleasure, congratulations.
Supervisor Cazzari?
Yes. Welcome aboard. So, good afternoon. I, Jake Talbot,
I, Jake Talbert,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
of America and the Constitution of the State of New York,
of America and the Constitution of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the appointed position
the duties of the appointed position
of police officer
of police officer
in and for
in and for
the Town of Carmel,
the Town of Carmel,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Jake, sign right here if you do that.
What number, Chief?
You get them back now. Poke 'em with it. Oh, we got it.
So, photo, here we go. Oh, big promise, sorry. So you hide over there now? Yeah. It's sanctuary? It's sanctuary. See, I got the long one. The third one is the longest one.
Oh. It's not that long.
I know, but
No. The next person.
So thank you, Carmel PD, for coming.
Goodbye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Girls
Good
are
night.
beautiful. Yes, no,
Yes,
Grandma,
come on,
not you.
directly.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh my God, did you lower my chair?
No, I did not touch your chair. No, this for my feet to stand.
All right.
Oh, you got it?
Okay, we back.
Right.
Yeah, we're
If
back.
not,
All right.
I'll make sure when I go home and stuff.
So our second resolution is authorizing leasing of copiers for the town of Carmel. Councilman Lombardi, Councilman Schanil, could you read that?
Whereas the town board of the town of Carmel had previously authorized the solicitation of proposals for the replacement of copying and scanning machinery and equipment in the town of Carmel Town Hall. I guess that means copy machines. Whereas said proposals have been received and reviewed by the office of the town controller as well as the town board, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby authorizes the lease of 8 copying units from Konica Minolta for the town hall facilities, including the police department and recreation department, at an estimate aggregate annual cost of $18,286.26. Be it further resolved that the town supervisor, Michael Cazzari, is authorized to sign all necessary documents to lease said equipment at the terms and conditions set forth herein. And be it further resolved that the town controller, Mary Ann Maxwell, is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget revisions to effect the aforesaid lease transactions. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Lombardi,
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough,
Yes.
Councilman Schanil,
Yes.
Supervisor Cazzari.
Yes, our second resolution passed. Our third resolution is authorizing budget revisions 2023 /05. Whereas the town controller, Mary Ann Maxwell, has reviewed the proposed budget revisions for the period ending November 30, 2023, with the town board, which are detailed and explained on the attached budget revisions schedule number 2023/05, and now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby authorizes the ratifying the budget modifications revisions for the period ending November 30, 2023, as shown itemized on schedule number 2023/05, which is attached hereto, incorporated herein, and made a part hereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough and Schanil. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Lombardi, Councilwoman McDonough,
Yes.
Councilman Schanil,
Yes.
Supervisor Cazzari.
Yes. Number 3 passed. So our fourth resolution is acknowledging emergency repairs for Carmel Water and Sewer Districts. Councilwoman McDonough, could you read that?
Sure. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the various water and sewer districts of the town of Carmel, hereby acknowledges the emergency performance of water and sewer district collection system, distribution system, and treatment facilities repairs as fully detailed in the revised memorandum of town engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., to the Town Board dated December 1st, 2023, and attached here to and made a part hereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilman Schanil. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes. Number 4 passed. Our 5th resolution is authorizing return of bond, Lake Plaza Shopping Center, tax map number 65.10-1-45 and 46. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that, please?
Whereas the site plan application has been made by Heidenberg Properties LLC, care of Jason Lazar, Cloister, New Jersey, for a return of a construction site bond posted in accordance with land subdivision and/or zoning regulations for the Lake Plaza Shopping Center, tax map number 65.10-1-45 and 46, and whereas said application has been previously reviewed by the town engineer, and return of the bond has been previously recommended and approved by the planning board. Now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the return of the aforementioned bond post for Lake Plaza Shopping Center, the Guarantee Company of North America, USA, bond number 761-41099, in the amount of $350,000. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilman Schanil. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution number 5 passed. Our 6th resolution is authorizing award of contract for painting of reflectorized pavement stripes, Town of Carmel Highway Department. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Town of Carmel Highway Superintendent Mike Simone, hereby authorizes the award of bid contract for painting of reflectorized pavement stripes on the Town of Carmel roads for the period of September 1st, 2023 through August 31st, 2024, from KS Corporation, Rockland, Massachusetts, under Putnam County bid number RFP-31-23. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Schanil. Can we have a roll call on that?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, number 6 passed. Our 7th resolution is setting water rates for fiscal year 2024. Councilman McDonough, could you read that?
Yes. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Town Comptroller Marianne Maxwell, hereby establishes the water use rates for said water districts in 2024 in accordance with schedule attached hereto and made a part hereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Schanil. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, number 7 passed. Our 8th resolution is acknowledging emergency drainage repairs. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that?
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, Highway Superintendent Michael Simone, and Highway Superintendent Michael Simone has advised the Town Board that there is a need for emergency repairs to existing drainage facilities and system located on Brookdale Road in the Town of Carmel. And whereas the Highway Superintendent has further advised that such emergency circumstances constitute a public emergency pursuant to New York General Municipal Law, Section 103, Section 4, which affects the life, health, safety, and property of the residents of the Town of Carmel. Now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation and review of Highway Superintendent Memorandum dated November 30th, 2023, hereby determines that an emergency situation exists which may affect the life, health, safety, and property of the residents of the Town of Carmel, and be it further resolved that the Town Board hereby accordingly authorizes the performance of emergency repairs to the drainage systems and facilities located at Brookdale Road, per the proposal of Arnold Construction Company, Inc., dated November 30th, 2023, at a cost not to exceed $63,750, as attached hereto and made part thereof. And be it further resolved, the Town Supervisor Michael Cazzari is authorized to sign any documentation necessary at the terms and conditions set forth herein. And be it further resolved, the Town Controller Marianne Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget revisions to effect the aforesaid transaction. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Schanil. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, number 8 passed. The ninth resolution is accepting proposal for fiscal advisory services. Councilman Schanil, could you read that?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon recommendation of Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell, hereby accepts the proposal of Capital Markets Advisors, LLC of Great Neck, New York, for the provision of financial advisory services in connection with the project financing for a term commencing January 1st, 2024, and ending December 31st, 2028. At the fee stated within said proposal, a copy of which is on file in the office of the Town Supervisor, and be it further resolved that the Town Supervisor, Michael Cazzari, is hereby authorized to sign any and all documentation necessary to authorize the actions contained herein. And be it further resolved that the Town Controller, Mary Ann Maxwell, is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. And the roll call again, please.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution number 9 passed. The 10th resolution is authorizing acceptance of proposal for professional services water service line inventory. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners, all water districts formed and existing within the Town of Carmel, hereby authorizes and acceptance of the proposal of J. Robert Fulchetti and Associates, LLC, Brewster, New York, for professional engineering services required for the development of a lead service line inventory within all Carmel water districts, such services to be rendered in accordance with the mandates and directions issued by the United States Environmental Protection Agency and New York State Department of Health, and be it further resolved that such services shall be authorized in accordance with the proposal dated October 25, 2023, and at an estimated cost of $212,000 to be apportioned among the respective Carmel water districts in accordance with services rendered to each district, and be it further resolved that Town of Carmel Supervisor Michael Cazzari is hereby authorized to sign any and all documentation necessary to accept the proposal and authorize the actions contained herein, and be it further resolved that Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Schanil. And again, can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, number 10 passed. Our 11th resolution is adopting assessment roles for the operation and maintenance of the improvements of the garbage, sewer, and water districts for fiscal year 2024. Councilwoman McDonough, could you read that one?
Yes, resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby adopts the assessment roles for the operation and maintenance of the improvements serving Carmel Sewer Districts number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and extensions thereto, as well as Carmel Water Districts number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 14, and extensions thereto, as well as the Town of Carmel Garbage District of said town for fiscal year 2024, as originally prepared by Town Assessor Glenn Drosy and filed with the Town Clerk as the final assessment rolls for the year 2024. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Schanil. Can we have a roll call again, please?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution number 11 passed. Next, resolution amending and adopting the 2024 user fee schedule. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that?
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby adopts, effective immediately, the Town of Carmel user fee schedule for fiscal year 2024 in form as attached here to and made part hereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Schanil. And a roll call again.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, number 12 passed. The 13th resolution is authorizing acceptance of proposal for workers' compensation insurance. Councilman Schanil, could you read that one?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the acceptance of the proposal of Public Employer Risk Management Association Incorporated, PERMA, for the provisions of workers' compensation insurance coverage to the Town of Carmel for fiscal years 2024 and 2025. Said proposal in form and substance as it is on file in the office of the Town Supervisor. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Councilman McDonough, and again, a roll call.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Schanil.
Yes.
Supervisor Cazzari.
Yes, resolution passed. Next up is a resolution waiving the notice requirements in Section 64 of the New York State ABC law with respect to a liquor license for Anna Maria Pacifico Corp., doing business as Pacifico Restaurant and Lounge. Whereas the representatives and/or proprietors of Pacifico Restaurant and Lounge, 925 Route 6, Mahopac, New York, have advised of the intent to apply for a on-premise liquor license for which 30 days advance notice of such application must be sent to the municipality, and whereas the notice required by Article 5 of the ABC law may be waived by the Town Board, and whereas the Town of Carmel Town Board does not intend to comment upon the application referred to herein, now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby waives the 30-day notice requirement contained in Article 5 of the Alcohol and Beverage Control Act, and states that it does not intend to offer any comments regarding said application for the liquor license at the on-premise referred herein, and be further resolved that the town clerk, Ann Spofford, is hereby authorized to sign a waiver of said notice on behalf of the town of Carmel. I offer this resolution as read.
Second?
Seconded by Schanil. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 14 passed. So announcements. Like I said before, tonight is the last meeting of the year. Our organizational meeting will be held on January 3rd, 2023 at 7 p.m. 24. What?
24.
Oh, I take that back. January 3rd, 2024 at 7 p.m. Town Hall will be closed on Monday, December 25th, that's Christmas Day, and again on Monday, January 1st, 2024, New Year's Day. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah and a Happy New Year. And thank everyone for watching, and thank all of you for everything that you did for me. Thank you, Bob, for your service and being my friend.
Thank you.
Anybody else have comments?
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, and stay safe, and just remember to treat each other with kindness, and we look forward, to the 2024 season.
Yeah, I'd just like to concur with the supervisor and Susie earlier. Bob, it was a pleasure having you here for the past 4 years. We were friends before. We've become closer friends now, and the town is better because you served on the town board. And so continue with your advocacy for the town, and we will see you, and we will talk every day or every other day as we have in the past.
Exactly.
To Ann, who I've known over the past 15 years, the term thank you really doesn't fit what I want to say, but I guess that's the only word we have in English. So thank you for everything. Friendship, family, everything that you've done for me personally, for the town, for this town building. You will be missed, but we will continue to do things the way Ann wanted us to do them. And to Ann Spofford, sorry you're not feeling well tonight, but I will see you before you leave. And Michael Simone also, who I've known more than 15 years. He has led a department that has been second to none in the Hudson Valley with regard to highway, snow removal, road repair, and professionalism. So thank you, Mike, for your service, and I look forward to our new highway superintendent, our new councilman, and working towards a better future and better tomorrow for the town of Carmel.
Excellent. Also like to concur with Councilman Lombardi and the rest of the board. I wish Ann Pasquarello all the best in her retirement. You've been a great friend, a great leader, and a great mentor more than anything. I remember coming onto this board and, Ann, how am I doing? You know, are we doing all right? And she was always on top of everything. Questions you needed answered, she knew everything. She's one of a kind. And
Same
you're,
to you
you're,
both.
you're,
Exceptional
thank you.
and caring and giving back to the town. I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
I made a new friend, too.
That's right, that's right. Friendships last forever. And I also want to congratulate Ann Spotford and Mike Simone, too, for all the years of service that they did and the great jobs that they do. Being a town clerk is a very special position. You're with the public all the time during their best days and during their worst days. When they get married, when they, have children, and unfortunately when people pass in their family. And Mike Simone has been nothing but the best as a highway superintendent. I've never had a problem. 25 years of serving, this is my third community I've served. I've served the city of Mount Vernon, Harrison, and in the greatest community of all, Carmel. I've never had a problem getting out of my driveway during any of the snowstorms and always made it to work all right. And he's always been a good stand-up guy and a great leader. Thank you for your service. And one thing I hate to say is goodbye, so I'll just say ta-ta for now. Thank you.
She's about all this in a minute, so keep talking.
Make a motion.
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Have a good
everybody.
night and happy holidays. Happy New Year.